Well, I can record this. I don't have to upload it. I've had actually some, to me, dynamite messages from my brother, which confirms a great deal. They confirm a great deal of what I said in the book Nobody's Seen. I was convinced I had been hypnotized. It did not occur to me that perhaps I'd been drugged. Now both possibilities are coming up, actually. I can actually remember my father hypnotizing me. I can remember the being made to look at a point until, the vanishing point, and nothing after that kind of thing. And I did say that in that book. I've also, I think, on video made reference to feeling as if I was in a pink cloud, etc., etc. A fog, walking around in a fog. My brother says he felt as if he was in trance for the whole of his childhood. And I have to remember that my brother would have spent actually a lot more time with our father than I did, because my father went to London when I was 7 and only came home at weekends. So, my brother blames himself, of course. But I do wonder about me as a child. It's almost as though I was in a dream state. Quite appropriate, because I think it goes on to talk about Australia, and I seem to recall the dream state being an Aboriginal concept. Australian, native Australian. On return from Australia, they apparently went to Gillingham in Kent. I remember aspects of living in Gillingham. The shared house in which we lived. I didn't know it was a shared house. The front room was the bedroom. It would have been a living room in other times. Schooling itself there, no memories at all. Went to school in Whitley Bay. I vaguely recall being a dreamer. I couldn't read. And apparently couldn't tell the time. This rings bells not with me, but with my younger daughter. He thinks he suffered from a form of dyslexia, but as far as I'm aware, dyslexia is a lifetime condition. It's not something you have for a little while and get over it. Maybe bad teachers, but I really think it was me. It was as though I went through life in a trance. I was odd, I freely admit. Well, we both. But I think that has a lot to do with our parents. He doesn't think our mother was a willing partner, sexually. In Whitley Bay, the bungalow there had just one bedroom, which I shared with them. I shared my mother's bed for 10 years, not just the bedroom. I still have vague memories of waking up one night in some sort of resistance on Mum's part to activities. Dad did once allude, after Mum's death, to her being a reluctant partner in the bedroom department when on the honeymoon in Blackpool. What honeymoon? They weren't married. And if my mother did not fancy my father or want to go to bed with him, why did she run away with him? whether or not she knew he was married. Why did a Christian virgin, which is how my father described her, run off with a man she did not fancy, whether or not she knew he was married to someone else? I seem to have lost the bit where he says he vaguely remembers Mum coming home with a baby. Oh, that's weird. Oh, do I remember Mum with a new baby? Yes, vaguely. That's it. Mum with a new baby. This is a 7-year-old boy. It doesn't seem as if he held a new baby in his lap or was kept awake by the new baby crying or even knows the sex of the new baby. Not to mention the fact that it could have been any baby at any time.